Coming to you live from Workland Studios with breaking news. I'm Alana.
I'm Jordan.
And we have an international crisis on our hands.
Increased sweatshop labor, massive rainforest deforestation, strip mining, the production of low-cost and disposable products, and general overconsumption have pushed this planet to a breaking point.
Our consumer habits are unsustainable, and the garbage is piling up.
Folks, we have a problem.
Hi, I'm a maker at Workland High, and I can help you solve this problem. Check it out. So what is the maker movement? Making is a problem-solving approach that uses design thinking to develop authentic solutions. It's very important when collaborating to invite diversity in order to develop solutions that consider all perspectives. Multiple perspectives mean sustainable solutions.
So the maker movement is an entrepreneurial extension of design that creates a culture of autonomy within schools.
According to Bullock and Sitar, maker movements tend to be an effort to reuse and repair, often in opposition to consumerism.
And consumerism is exactly the topic these students at Workland High are dealing with.
They're working to develop a meaningful solution to harmful consumption patterns.
But how does it all work? Let's take a look.
Empathize. This stage is critical in order to know exactly what needs to change and how much. Also, what can change. I recommend going straight to the source. Talk to at least 3 people and see how they feel about the issue. What do they want? Use results from questions like these, and then collect the data. Sometimes the data can already be found online. At other times, you have to do the surveying yourself.
So let's look at some research on sustainable consumption and production.
Consumption. Human overconsumption can lead to diseases of the affluent, such as heart attacks, diabetes, and lung cancer. Also, environmental damage, global warming, and waste.
Overproduction to meet the consumer demands can lead to human exploitation and environmental exploitations.
Define. Now that you better understand the needs of the users, it is time to clarify and define the problem. Consider, what has been learned about the problem? Where does it take place? And then transfer these insights into actionable phrases.
Well, users need a way to ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns.
So the problem we're trying to solve is how can we evaluate the production-consumption impact of products in order to make informed purchasing decisions.
Ideate. Doesn't matter what it is, just run it up the flagpole, put it on the table or the ground, and then brainstorm, connect, group. This is a judgment-free zone. We really just put down whatever comes to our minds. Then you might want to consider constraints and remove them in order to enrich ideas.
Okay, let's brainstorm ways to approach the problem, focusing on making production and consumption more sustainable.
What can be done to make better decisions every day?
Activism.
Boycotts.
Protests for change.
Punitive laws.
Ban on consumer products.
Domestic and international relegations.
Government control of production.
Transparency of production.
Limits on garbage.
Voting with purchases.
Bonuses, tax breaks for recycling or upcycling.
Well, companies want to consistently increase their profits.
And people support companies and products with their money through what they buy.
So maybe if we can inform the customer on what they're supporting with their purchases, they might influence the producers to make those changes.
But how can we inform the consumer?
Prototype. Prototyping is visualizing possible solutions, converging those ideas that came up in the ideation stage into something tangible. Don't forget to consider multiple points of view.
And finally, we test. Here's a phone app with a QR code reader, which calculates the sustainability of any given product.
By evaluating the sustainability of production, the company's impact on the planet and the community, we can inform the consumer about the choices that they are making.
This way, we can give power to the people to make active choices every day that support sustainability and influence companies to support those practices too.
Thank you for joining us today here at Workland Studio. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Alana. Stay classy, Workland.
If students plan to use a high-tech solution like we did, then they might experience technical difficulties. The one-button recording studio failed on us for a bit, and green screens, well, they're tricky. Luckily, we had an expert to help us out though. And finally, because design thinking is experiential, students have to be there, actively designing in the classroom. Ownership of the process is critical in successful learning. Thank you for watching.
Let's focus on Oh God.
Composure.
I had no idea when it was starting. Okay.